Welcome back, Unpeelers. This past Sunday was the 91st Academy Awards. Before the award show began, The Favorite and Roma tied for the most amount of nominations. But at the end of the night, Bohemian Rhapsody won the most awards with 4 Oscars, and Green Book brought home the title of Best Picture. Here to fill us in on the Oscar snubs and surprises is Syracuse Unpeeled's film reporter Patrick Gunn. Patrick, we did a webisode where we previewed the nominations. Now here we are post-show. We must love this Oscar season.
I know, right? We've been together all of Oscar season. I just want to say congratulations. You just probably survived the most controversial Oscar season I can think of. Great job.
Speaking of nominations, I know the nominations themselves created a lot of debate this year. What were your thoughts on all of the winners?
Well, the winners, I thought the biggest surprise of the night was seeing Olivia Colman take Best Actress for The Favorite. And it was a surprise because Glenn Close seemed like such a lock to begin with. But at the same time, I was just so happy because Olivia Colman is phenomenal. And I would have been upset to see The Favorite walk away with nothing. Otherwise, there wasn't a ton of surprises. I was a little surprised to see First Man winning visual effects, Best Visual Effects, because it just didn't really get any buzz going into the event. But the really big surprise was Green Book taking Best Picture. It was just it seemed like Roma was going to take it at the end of the night because of all the controversy behind the film, but in the end, Oscar voters went for the film.
So you mentioned all the controversies. What do some of the winners and losers think about the Academy after what was a really confusing Oscar season?
Yeah. It's pretty confusing what the winners themselves say about the events because in one way they are kind of pushing diversity with Black Panther winning 3 awards. It's a film that usually wouldn't get those kind of wins. Roma, a film from Netflix, getting a streaming service, getting 3 wins as well. But they also gave the most wins to Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a mediocre biopic. And they also gave 3 wins and Best Picture to the best film of 1965, supposedly, Green Book, which is a white savior film closer to Driving Miss Daisy than Moonlight. So it's just kind of weird altogether.
All right, so I know you mentioned that Roma and Black Panther both had won 3 awards. So what does this really say about the Academy and their efforts to, give people what they want, basically?
Well, they definitely gave the popular films their votes. Black Panther, the highest-grossing domestic film of the year, getting 3 big awards, 2 technical three technicals really: score, production design, and costume design. It was a really good night for them because really, a good movie is a good movie. So if a superhero film is nominated and it's really good, why not nominate Black Panther for those awards?
So you mentioned that it was more popular films. Are we going to see this in the future, that more popular films are going to receive nominations?
That's to be determined right now. I really have to see what they do next year with these awards. Overall, I think they're probably going to try and look into more films that make more money if they do well, and if a good movie is a good movie. So if a movie is well received, it should be nominated. But at the same time, hopefully they just don't leave other better films in the dust.
Well, that's a trend that we're definitely going to have to be on the lookout for. But while the night was filled with film, one key feature was missing. Of course, a host. The Academy announced comedian Kevin Hart as the host months before the event, but promptly uninvited him when his homophobic tweets resurfaced. Here to describe reactions of the hostless event is Unpeeled's award show reporter Meghan Fitzpatrick.
Hi guys.
Award show reporter, is that why you were interviewing us before?
Maybe had something to do with that.
Okay. Well, the last time the Oscars didn't have a host was 1989.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel, for better or worse, what's the thought process of having a hostless Oscars? Did it affect the ceremony so much?
It affected the ceremony. A lot of people, I'll get into what other people are saying, but I think, and a lot of people shared the sentiment that it was a very good thing. The ceremony was only 3 hours long. Not having a host made the show move at a much faster pace, and it didn't break up any continuity within the show, but Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, and Maya Rudolph went out to present the first award, and a lot of people were saying they were the best non-hosts ever. Some people said they should have hosted the event, but I personally preferred the event without, and then viewership was up 14% from last year's all-time low, which is huge for the Oscars.
That's actually really interesting, but what were some of the most memorable moments of the night?
There were so many memorable moments for the night. So the award for Best Costume Design was presented by Melissa McCarthy, and she came out with this full regal outfit with cats and dogs pasted all over it. It was very funny to watch. And then Keegan-Michael Key presented the performance for one of the Best Original Song nominees from Mary Poppins Returns, and he floated down from the ceiling with an umbrella. It was quite the spectacle. Trevor Noah also called out Mel Gibson for some of racist remarks that have resurfaced. He allegedly used racial slurs in a conversation with his ex-girlfriend in 2010. Trevor Noah had a little bit in Black Panther, but yeah, so he presented.
So we all work at TV. We know that when the cameras go out, that doesn't mean that everything stops.
We really know that.
Oh yeah, we know. Trust me. We had this pre-show. Yeah. But was there anything from the Oscars that the telecast didn't catch?
Yeah, there were a couple things that you might have missed. So Spike Lee, during the presentation of Green Book for Best Picture, Spike Lee tried to get up and leave, and then the ushers immediately asked him to return back to his seat, but he was very visibly upset, talking to Jordan Peele, one of the producers on BlacKkKlansman. And then also Rami Malek, he fell after his acceptance speech for Best Actor, and paramedics immediately escorted him and got him off stage, and he didn't appear to be injured, so that's a very good thing.
Yeah. But coming up next, more moments from film's biggest night.
Don't go anywhere, Unpeelers.